Welcome to the BAM Sports Show.
All right, so here we go.
Maybe I'm the weird one.
It's 2022. We don't judge. You do.
No, I don't.
A fan of the show had a shout out for you.
You should just shut your mouth. You're coming off as stupid.
Welcome to a brand new sports show experience coming through your wavelengths. Let's get ready to have some fun. So sit back, crack open a drink, and let's talk some sports.
And let's talk some sports indeed. Welcome to the BAM Sports Show. I'm your host, Blake. It is Friday, October 21st. We welcome you to the show. I'm joined tonight with the dude down in Jacksonville. What's up, Rick?
It's going, man. Tonight's going to be rough, but I'm excited nonetheless. But how you doing?
I'm doing good. The wife is down in Texas with the dogs, so... You know, when the wife's away, the dad will play. Dogs are getting all the extra treats and stuff. You'll notice on the bottom there, we are joined tonight with Leather Danny. I don't know where he disappeared to. Pouring a scotch. Hey!
There he is.
Doing the old Chris Collinsworth slide. I like it.
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Doing good, buddy. Welcome.
Good, man.
So, guys, right now, real quick, if you're watching this video, make sure you do us a favor. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit that share button down on the bottom because we got a great surprise for you tonight. Rick, my guy.
Yes.
You want to? Yeah. I'll let you go ahead and I'll let you deliver the bad news to the viewers tonight.
Yeah, figured may as well go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off and get this one out of the way first, so the ice doesn't melt here. But tonight, much like Danny did a few weeks ago.
Yes.
So if you remember me mentioning in mine, Blake, and Danny's fantasy league, we have what's called a game of the week, where we kind of highlight one matchup in our league, and those two people have to do a bet, a non-monetary bet, and then the loser records their punishment and posts it to this private league Facebook page. Well, I figured, you know what? If Danny was man enough to wax his chest hair on the show, big props to you, by the way, Danny. I can do this one as well. So we have, Blake, if you can get that recipe up on the screen. This is a 1960s recipe called the Beeffizz, consisting of 2 cans of condensed beef broth, 1 cup of chilled ginger ale, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. But I'm gonna do a little bit. You can take it off the screen now. I'm gonna spice it up a little bit more. Here I've got.
Ooh, good choice.
Woodford Reserve.
Good
And
solid.
I've got my cup full of ice here. I'm going to start with my St. Louis shot glass.
Oh, very nice.
Ooh.
I do want to go
ahead.
Do want to mention, I think it's pretty cool that it's only league members tonight.
Right.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It
That
is.
is true.
Ryan's with his wife for their anniversary, and Robert is busy with work, I think.
You see, I've got the shot in there. We're fully transparent here, so that nobody, thinks there's any funny business going on.
Does it have to be hot beef broth?
It's just a can. Well, no, it's just a can of beef broth. So, 2 cans. Excuse me.
Oh man.
So just to and I'll adjust the camera here so that there's full transparency. But I've got my water jug thing here. Got a little funnel. Got my 2 cans of beef broth. I'll go ahead and open up.
Rick, how many points did you lose by?
Literally less than a point. 0.98 points. Oh, I was pissed.
I knew the answer, but I wanted you to say it.
In overtime, nonetheless. My last player went to overtime and couldn't. Oh, shit, my earbud fell out. But
thank you, Tristan Savage.
That's one of my sailors. That's one of my sailors. What's going on there, Tristan?
He tuned in to watch you drink this nasty ass drink.
Yeah, all of them are. I'm pretty sure all of them are right now.
So while Rick puts that together, I'm gonna throw this back. Oh,
Wrong.
Wrong screen, but y'all know it's the best.
Yeah, I know your XFL team.
So 2 cans of condensed beef broth, some lemon juice, a shot of bourbon, and what else? Ginger ale.
I got a question
though.
Yep. In the 1960s, was a can of beer broth or a can of broth like an actual measurement? Like if you go far enough back, it's like, yes, add a helping of such and such. No, I know that's a can, I'm just wondering if you're overdoing it. Like maybe
Transparency for accountability purposes.
okay.
It's a can. He's doing a whole can, drinking that shit.
Oh, I get it, but I'm just wondering from the original recipe if a can was a measurement.
So here's the thing I want to emphasize with this drink. So we've all heard of the drink known as the Bloody Mary. Well, I think with this shot of bourbon, we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're calling this one the Shitty Cheryl.
So later tonight when you're laying in bed next to Bethany and you got a fart, don't trust it, man.
Don't trust it. No. Luckily, we've got a bathroom in our bedroom. Like the master bedroom has its own master bath, so that's good. Oh, God. It literally smells like soup.
Look at it. Like, you can see the fucking foam at the top of the cup, man.
So let me just make sure I'm getting the recipe right here.
Tristan says,
did you get a new tattoo?
Oh, no, I've had this since I was in Washington. I just haven't gotten it finished.
Oh, nice. Good deal.
All right, so we've got 1 cup of chilled ginger ale, Canada Dry.
Oh.
Man, Tristan is all over the message board today.
Oh,
yeah.
he's no
Tristan's
Tristan.
a good guy.
Tristan, he's drinking
1
all
cup.
of it. All of it.
So what did he say? No shot. What?
He said, no shot. You drink all of that tonight. You have to. That's the goal.
I have to. I absolutely have to.
So while you're
And it
putting
was
that together, go ahead.
Oh, it's ginger ale, not ginger beer. Basically
Chilled
the same
ginger
thing.
ale is what the recipe called for.
So
Wow.
while you're putting that together, we did have a game last night. The Saints traveled to Arizona and beat Kyler the Elf with his Webkins, D-Hop. Did you guys watch the game?
I watched the game. Not up until like the last, probably like 7 minutes of the last quarter because I just can't stay up that late with working in the morning.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stand up for this.
But yeah, they made up for all the missing touchdowns we've been waiting for all year.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell they were trying to get D-Hop the ball, right? But, I mean, they weren't able to score. But I wonder if that was the Cardinals being good or if that was just Andy Dalton being bad. Because, I mean, he threw, 2 pick sixes in that game?
2 and then another interception. Do you think a tablespoon? Yes, I concur that is a tablespoon. Do you think Jameis Winston was on the sideline thinking like, oh, thank you, Jesus, I'm not the interception god right now?
I mean, he's thinking, oh, thank Jesus, I have a job when I come back, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, if the Red Rocket went out there and just kind of rifled it around, I think that job there for Jameis goes, But you got to think the Saints also had what? Kamara? Did Kamara play? Kamara played, but Michael Thomas didn't play, right?
Michael Thomas didn't play. Did Kamara get a touchdown at the very end? Like after I went to bed? Because I woke up and one of the guys that was playing who had Kamara.
No.
Had,
so
he didn't get a
Kamara, 11 carries on 49 yards, no tutties.
All right.
Man.
I only got to see part of the game, but I will say I was very happy to have started. Benjamin was a very pleasant surprise for fantasy purposes.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Keith, you're right. It was 2 pick sixes in a row.
All right.
You see this?
Oh.
It looks like diarrhea.
Did you put the bourbon in yet?
The bourbon's here in my cup already.
Your brother's Shannon, right?
Yeah, Shannon's my brother.
Okay. All right. Rick's wife is gonna make him sleep in the bathroom tub tonight.
All right.
I told Shannon, I was like, man, if you got a fart tonight, do not trust it if you're laying in bed next
We've
to your
got
wife.
our
the
glass
bourbon's in
here
there.
with ice.
Do you smell it yet?
Is that all gonna fit in that cup?
I don't know. We'll find
I
out.
don't think it is. I think he's gonna have
Woo!
to.
This smells like straight up dog food. Like it legit. Like whenever you get canned dog food, that's legit what it smells like. Oh my god.
Oh, it's so nasty.
Just think soup. It's just a
Oh
V8.
Jesus.
See, what sucks is this one
my
actually has
God.
bourbon in it. The second glass that he's gonna have to drink of this crap isn't gonna have any bourbon because it's all in the first one.
No, it's not.
Are you gonna put a shot in the cup again?
Yeah. Whenever I refill it, I guess.
Well, the bourbon wasn't part of the bet, so it's kind of like
It was.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought maybe you're just like, hey, we're gonna make it a little extra worse since we're on.
Okay.
You can stir that all you want, dude. It ain't gonna get any better.
Oh, I know, but I just want to make sure we're carrying out the terms of the
He's
bet here.
just-
Get the bourbon nice and mixed in.
Slow and the inevitable. Very slow walk down the green mile.
So here's the final product.
Oh,
Close up there.
It literally looks like
It's
a V8.
delicious. Hey, cheers to Rick.
Oh,
Yay.
All
Oh,
I'll cheers.
okay.
to
Now it
that.
just smells like
yeah.
it smells like dog food in bourbon.
Okay.
Let's give it a taste here.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
adjust the camera.
Please
Let's
throw
give
up
it a
live on
taste.
camera. Please throw up live on stream.
Yeah, that's not good.
Is it going to be one of those just chug it and hope you
Ugh.
get? Oh, yeah.
Oh God, that's terrible. Ugh.
Thank you, Russ.
You know,
for
it's really not like the initial taste isn't that. I mean, it's not great, but the initial taste isn't that bad. It's the aftertaste where you just like the mouth feel, like the very almost film-like feel that you get from like the beef broth.
Uh-huh.
It just hits you.
You know, I'm surprised that this is something from the 60s and not like the Great Depression where it's like, hey, we don't
Oh, son of a bitch.
have a lot
No.
of money, but we
That's
have
terrible.
beef broth.
What the
and
hell would make you want to
ginger
make
beer.
this drink? Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
man.
So,
This
I mean,
is terrible.
going back to last night's game, the Cardinals didn't look good, right? Like,
Uh,
I
They-
just,
you said the Cardinals didn't look good?
yeah, I mean, Kyler, 20 of
Ugh.
29, 204 yards and a tutty, which I guess that's not bad. I mean, compared to what we'd seen from him, this
part of
year.
it's gotta-
But
I mean, how much of it can you just attribute to game flow? I mean, he got the two pick sixes definitely helped him out, but I don't know if he can contribute the entire well-being of the team strictly on the quarterback. If a quarterback is, are you gonna drink it from the jug when you're out done with the glass?
oh,
Well, this looks like whenever I steam vacuum my carpet after my dog gets sick.
yeah.
Like after my dog has a liquidy shit all over the floor. That's what this looks like.
Yeah, that looks
I'm
like
sorry.
when you take out the gray water out of an RV.
Oh,
God.
that's disgusting. I can smell it through the camera.
Terrible.
I was gonna say, I don't think you can pass the entire reflection of how the team does by how the quarterback does. I mean, Kyler had like an so-so game. Wasn't that whatever, but but the rest of the team, I mean, looked good. I mean, so I don't think it's fair to say that the Arizona altogether looked bad, especially when they come up with as many points as they came away with.
Yeah,
defense
the
has struggled.
defense looked good for sure. I'll give you that.
Yeah, there's especially defense has struggled somewhat throughout the first half of the year here. So let's see what.
Oh, Jesus. I will say this much, though. It did look like I'm trying to contribute. I don't want to make it all about me drinking this terrible ass
Oh,
drink.
please do.
But I will say this much. It looked like D-Hop pretty much picked up right where he left off.
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah.
D-Hop
looked
still
good.
looks like D-Hop.
In my 1-5 league, I had DeAndre Hopkins, so I was super happy to plug him back in or plug him into the league finally and get as many points as I did from him.
Oh, Jesus.
So let me ask you this.
Wow.
Rick. So D-Hop comes back, right, to the Cardinals. D-Hop looks good. Do we think D-Hop returning to the Cardinals makes the Cardinals better than the Seattle Seahawks?
I don't know, because like that offense as a whole, Kyler Murray hasn't looked really all that impressive this year.
Agreed.
I think that D-Hop helps for sure, but obviously we're not going to get the offense that we thought we were going to get between Hollywood Brown and D-Hop and Rondale Moore on the field at the same time. So I think that D-Hop helps them not be terrible, minus Hollywood Brown and D-Hop, but he's a totally different receiver altogether. D-Hop is that monster 50-50 ball guy, that can make some of the most insane catches you've ever seen in your life, whereas Hollywood Brown is a burner.
Yeah.
And then Rondell Moore is your slot guy.
Well, Robbie Anderson too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and remember the Saints beat the Seahawks.
True. But I don't know.
Which is still crazy to me, right?
I'm not sold on Robbie Anderson. I mean, this will by far be the best quarterback he's ever played with in the pros, like by a country mile. Tristan, no, the Niners. Well, the Niners will probably win that division in all actuality.
But now they got CMC.
Yeah, go Seahawks.
So were you talking
Tristan
about?
Is a big Niners fan, by the way.
Okay, weird. Were you talking about Hopkins in terms of the best quarterback he's ever had, or were you talking about
Robbie Anderson?
Robbie Anderson, yeah.
Because he's had Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, I think Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, I mean he's had awful quarterbacks, but I mean Kyler doesn't have an excuse now, right? Like it's time to either do it. I mean the only thing you could argue about that offense needing to be better is the running game, right? And they've got James Conner, right?
Well, he's still out.
Oh, is he still hurt? You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think at this point Arizona's got a lot to be. I mean, besides their record, upset about. They came in a short week, beat the Saints. Their defense was struggling, looked really good. Coming into this game. So this could be an upward trajectory in terms of them being better than Seattle. And Seattle's kind of doing the same thing. Their defense is all of a sudden looking like it's starting to kick in. They got those two rookie secondaries on defense that are looking really good. They got Walker now, who's just looks like he's just tearing up the field up, and hell, Geno's looking. I think I have a theory that there was a Freaky Friday situation with Geno and Russell Wilson.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
Yeah, I don't have a set for you today, but
no, you're good.
Shitty show.
So while we're talking about the NFC West, we'll just kind of stay out there because the other big news out of last night was obviously CMC being shipped from Carolina out to San Francisco. I mean, outside of the Eagles, I think you got to give the nod right now to the Niners as being one of the favorites, right? Like that offense is positionless. I mean, CMC could be a slot receiver on another team, and Deebo Samuel could be a running back on another team.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's just so many fucking options, and then like Kittle, like you got Kittle, Samuel, CMC, Ayuk, like.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's a complete team, minus maybe the quarterback. But I mean, we've seen Jimmy Garoppolo,
but he's done it before.
He's been good enough.
But I think you can compare Kyler Murray to someone like Garoppolo, where if you can be, oh man, you're chugging that, huh?
He's trying to get that shit done.
It's tough to chug it though with the ice in there. Like you can't just down it because the ice kind of blocks it.
No, I thought you were gonna just milk that through the entire show. I'm actually shocked you're slamming that down, and it's gone.
Wouldn't you try to get? I would try to finish that shit as quick as possible. I'm not trying to drink that.
Oh, you got more? Oh, my bad. Early applause. Yes. Thanks to coming to our stream and watch Rick drink.
The shitty Cheryl.
Oh. Before we go any further on the show, I just want to go ahead and point out there, Mr. Rusty, my friend, my guy, my buddy, my pal. Your Red Wings fucking suck, man. You lost to the Blackhawks? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Meanwhile,
go ahead, Rick. Go ahead.
The St. Louis Blues.
No one gives a fuck. Moving on.
Shut up, Blake. Beat the not beat the shit, but we beat the Seattle Kraken, which I'm happy about. Like I'm always gonna root for St. Louis first and foremost, but I've got no hatred towards the Kraken.
I don't even know if the Kraken are my team. I feel like they kind of, because I was thinking, oh, maybe I moved here right as we got the Kraken, never got to watch a full game. So like, man, maybe I'm gonna be a oh god, I don't even know what the team is here. The Columbus Blue Jackets.
Oh, good. So that actually
it's so much worse
without the ice.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's like the ice is like barely there. It's so much worse without the ice. It was already terrible with the ice, but it's so much worse. And look at it. It looks like literal like shit from like whenever you steam vac.
Guys, and in case you're wondering, Rick,
Oh.
if you missed the beginning part of this, Rick is drinking 2 cans of condensed beef broth, a tablespoon of lemon juice, a cup of 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, a cup of ginger ale, and a shot of bourbon to pay up on losing a bet in fantasy football. So this show
Nicely done,
continues
Nick.
to bring the crazy. I play Nick this week. He's projected like 95 points.
Yeah.
Oh,
Been a good
Jesus.
time. Are you gonna have another game of the week? You gotta have another game of the week because you and me were first. So
Yeah, I assume I have one. I got to look at the schedule. Yeah, Austin, that's disgusting. I agree.
Yep. Tristan says the fact that Jimmy is best described as a system quarterback, in his opinion, was an understudy of Tom Brady for so long and still overthrows everything under the sun still blows his mind.
So, Tristan, that whole statement, take into consideration, does it blow your mind that, or the fact that that guy continues to beat Aaron fucking Rodgers?
And Dak Prescott.
And Dak, well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to put Dak and Aaron even in the same fucking conversation. But
Fuck
the
Dak
fact
Prescott.
that individual, I think Jimmy G is one of those quarterbacks where he doesn't need to do too much. He needs to give the ball to his playmakers. He needs to distribute it and let the guys that are the dogs fucking go.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right, exactly, 100%. Like that's how Tom Brady made fucking. That's Tom Brady to a T, right? Like he has never been.
No, I don't think you can put him in the same place as Tom Brady, but just in terms, and I don't want to just call him a.
That's disgusting. I'm glad you
He
finished
did it,
that. For all of us.
yeah. I don't want to just call someone like Garoppolo a game manager, but just because you're the quarterback doesn't mean you have to be the star of the team. You know what I mean?
I'm really hoping he's gonna throw up live on stream.
Oh God, it might happen. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, my stomach. And mind you, each one of these cans of,
Those are
How much
This
sodium
can-
is in that?
per can. Let's see here if I can get it. 1,450.
Oh
milligrams.
my god!
And I had 2 of them bitches, a cup of this bullshit, ginger ale. Oh God.
See, quantity alone, that's an issue.
Uh,
If you just had to drink like a glass is one thing, but
I drink,
2.5
and that's
glasses.
supposed to be. That recipe is 6 to 8 servings.
Was this
of
for like
the
starving
Beeffizz.
kids or what?
I don't know, man, but I tell you, my asshole is gonna be singing "Oh Danny Boy."
yeah,
Oh,
tonight,
here at the end of the
Bethany,
show.
do not let this guy
Oh,
climb
leather
into
Danny
the
boy.
you.
Dude.
Yeah, Rick's coming to St. Louis next month. We got that.
That's right.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
buddy. Good deal. Hey,
So we're gonna
you're just
try
a
to-
little closer to Leather Daddy Nation.
We're gonna try to
That's
link
right.
up and do a show together
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
if it works. So
That's
let's
back to
kind of
sports.
let's get into picks on Sunday.
We got to talk about Rick's Jets pick.
Yeah, man, good fucking call.
Yeah.
that team
that's
looks
it.
for real.
Yeah.
That's
I tell you what, I'm just gonna go ahead and.
Do you think Flacco would be a better quarterback on that team right now?
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, Danny.
Yeah,
It
go
looks like we are joined tonight. We do have a special guest joining us. Hasn't been with us in quite some time, but has decided to grace us with his presence tonight. Everybody, please welcome to the show, Southside Sox Rob.
Hey!
What's up, guys?
What's up, buddy?
What's
Hey,
up,
buddy.
fellas?
And I think this is the
Supposed
first
to be
time in a
working,
while
but I figured I'd join
that
the
you've
show,
been
guys,
on
to
that
say
my
hey.
brother's actually gotten to see you on the show. So that's kind of cool.
You still at work, Rob?
Nice. I am.
Yeah. Rob,
That does
if you're
not
just
sound
joining
fun.
us,
I'm
Rick
hoping
is
none of
about to
my
drink.
coworkers or my bosses are watching tonight.
If they are, they better be subscribed.
Right.
That's right.
If you're
Back
just
to
joining us,
sports.
Rick is about to drink another.
Oh, you just missed it.
Oh, I hope not.
I know. I didn't watch him.
All right, well, we'll get into picks for this week since we got Rob here with us. So remember, we're not playing spread here. We're just playing the head-up game. Browns travel to Baltimore to play the Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah, I think it seems like that should be the Ravens. They just lost to the Giants, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I called. Thank you.
Nice.
You didn't call that one. We both
We were-
called a New York team for the upset.
We were riding that New York wave last week. Rob, who you got?
Yeah. I also got to say the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm Ravens there. I just don't think the Browns, like that defense is just starting, like wheels are starting to fall off. They're still 2 weeks out from getting Deshaun back. Was it 8 games, right?
No, he's not going to be
Yeah.
back until like week 13
Yeah.
because they got the bye week in week 12.
Oh yeah.
It
You're
was
right.
an 11-game suspension.
There's
They
gotta
have
be
a
a
bye
lot.
week in week 12, and then his first game as a Cleveland Brown will be against the Houston Texans.
You're right. I remember that now. Okay, you're correct.
The
The Bucks head out to Carolina in an NFC South game. Bucks Panthers.
Should be pretty no-brainer, right?
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know
Want
if you
that
pick the
upset?
Panthers in a game the rest of the year, do you?
No,
Mm-hmm.
I would literally vote the St. Louis County High School football team against the against the
Is St. Louis a
Carolina
county?
Panthers.
Yes,
It is.
I didn't know that. Okay. interesting.
Actually, we've got St. Louis City
The more you
County
know.
and St. Louis County.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
That's right. I was born there.
Yeah. I
I
gotta
would
roll
pick the
Bucks here,
Bella
too.
Villa High School.
Bella.
You said Bucks, Rob?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Bucks coming off a loss, right? They lost in Pittsburgh last week. Going to Carolina, I mean,
I want to talk about that for a
Carolina.
second. Well, not really necessarily that, but Tom Brady. So I don't know if you guys saw, but he I tell you, I don't want to get to too much of this tabloid type shit, but he is. He came out and said that he does not see retirement in his future.
This kid.
So
Really?
it's a further to Giselle
And his children.
and his children.
Right.
F them
That's
kids.
crazy.
Yeah.
Did you? So okay, let me ask you guys this: do you put any stock? Because the national media put in stock to the fact that he went to Robert Kraft's wedding on Friday. So he went to the wedding. Are you hiding in the toilet to do the show right now?
Who, me? No.
It
no,
looks
I'm
like.
in
Oh,
my-
I thought you were in
I'm
a
my locker
stall,
room.
bro. I was like, hell yeah, hell
I was
yeah.
That's funny as shit.
So, do you put any stock to it? I mean, because he missed the team walkthrough on Saturday, was at the wedding, flew with his own private jet to the game, and they lose to Pittsburgh. I mean, we've heard time and time again that, there's no player out there more prepared than Tom Brady, and then, you see Tom Brady and his offense not look good in Pittsburgh. 2 questions.
Pitts-
1, why the fuck is Robert Kraft having a wedding in the middle of football season? And 2, do you think it affected Tom?
Well, do you think? Kraft does a lot more than his football, right? I mean, he's got a whole other cheese enterprise or whatever it is. So I don't know. I don't think just because you're an owner doesn't mean the football schedule is going to eat into you. Because typically, there's no football owner.
No.
There's no football owner that's just like, this is my, my life's work is my football team. That's usually something like, I'm so rich doing something else, with Microsoft or whatever. And it's like, oh yeah, plus I own a football team.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was weird that he was having a wedding on a Friday in football season.
I think I would say if nothing else, I don't know that it certainly doesn't help Tom Brady. I mean, all of the stuff that he's gone through with all the drama with his wife, and then AB being the extravagant piece of shit that he is, although I hope he gets some serious mental help. Check out our last Friday episode if you want to hear my whole spiel on that. But between that and then, losing a lot of the guys that were kind of his security blanket, like Gronk, and for that short while, Antonio Brown, the team dealing with a lot of injuries and everything, the drama with Giselle, and Robert Kraft, who I believe he's still very close to, not so much Bill Belichick. But I'm sure, and I feel like he's kind of having like a midlife crisis and an end of career crisis, where he's living in the glory days, man.
Yeah.
So I think he's just not ready for the ride to end, but it's just, I think he's going through some type of crisis.
Yeah. What about you, Rob?
I believe so too. Tom Brady will always be Tom Brady, and he's still got a good team. I mean, he's in the right spot with Tampa Bay to win. But I think a lot of the drama and a lot of stuff, it's affecting him. And I think he should have retired after his Super Bowl championship. And I think he's kind of paying the price right now with the whole Giselle thing and the drama. But, I think they'll be okay. Robert Kraft has nothing to do bother me. They know they're playing the Panthers, so it's like, whatever. But I think, it is affecting Tom Brady's game, though, and it's definitely showing. So I think, depending on how far they go this year, I think I would call it after this year if I was him.
Yeah, and even last year, they didn't go to the Super Bowl or anything, but Tom Brady, as a 44-year-old, led the league in passing, and I want to say passing touchdowns, or maybe I have those two flipped, but one of the two, if not both, as a 44-year-old. If you weren't going to retire after the Super Bowl, the fact that you're still able to do that at that high of a level, that would have been equally as worthy of a time to leave on a high note. And not I was kind of upset because if I'm not mistaken, up until this year, Tom Brady had never lost to Patrick Mahomes, both as a member of the AFC or NFC, which is huge. Patrick Mahomes is amazing.
Right.
But obviously couldn't get it done this year, so that the legacy's kind of out the door. He could have had a chance, the next guy that they were thinking might have the potential to eventually one day, way further down the line, be able to, kind of enter that conversation. But it's tough, man. I'm in a way, I'm selfishly happy because, again, we live down here in Florida and my wife and I have a chance to go see Tom Brady. But I don't know, man. It's tough. A lot of these athletes, not just with football. I've seen it in other sports like MMA. I remember how painful it was watching BJ Penn continue to fight and fight, get into fight after fight, and it just be sad to watch. And I don't think Tom Brady's quite there yet, although I think all of the drama that he's going through is certainly tipping the scale in that direction. So
it just feels like we have more drama this year around Tom Brady than we've had in his entire career, right?
Well, Deflategate.
Well, I'm saying not as in. I'm saying amount or quantity, not quality. Deflategate was big, yes. You had him missing training camp. Now you have him missing a team walkthrough. Now you have the shit which is his wife. There's just a lot of shit going on right now in Tom Brady's world, and he's not typically someone that we talk about his off the field life throughout his career. You see what I'm saying?
So one more thing I want to talk about Tom Brady was I believe it was last year. I could be wrong, but I think they were losing to the Rams last year, and Tom Brady scorched them all the way down the field after I think it was an interception, and then it was Tampa's defense that gave that game away, which I think if they would have won that game, Tom Brady could maybe have another ring.
Yeah. Do we think Tom has a chance at winning a ring this year?
No.
They will. I think that the Buccaneers will run away with that division.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Although I don't know, the NFC is decidedly weaker than the AFC.
It's a tall task. I agree.
I just can't even see them beating the Bills, like I'm not saying the Bills will make it, but the Bills are just more of a team than the Bucs.
I think that they could potentially make it to the big stage.
Sure.
Because when I think of the teams in the NFC, there's really nobody that stands out. I mean, the Rams,
except for the last undefeated team in the league.
Well, right. That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, aside from the Eagles, being the only undefeated team in the league,
the Vikings.
The Vikings do have one loss, but they look good.
Yeah,
the Vikings look
the ones
good
that keep forgetting about. I always look at the standings, like, oh yeah, the Vikings. And
then you have then I mean, I'm call me crazy, but I'm still not entirely sold on the Giants yet.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, it's
But are you sold? Are you sold on them enough to beat Tampa Bay?
The Giants, I would actually take Tampa.
Yeah,
I would take Tampa in that match.
What were we doing picks earlier?
Yeah, we got off top. Yeah. We got off top.
Go ahead.
That's good. Yeah.
Going back to all right. So
sorry, didn't mean to do that. I was just saying, like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I mean,
no, you're good. You're good. Falcons heading to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. I've got Cincinnati there.
Yeah,
I take Cincy.
Yeah,
I think the Falcons are on the way up. I just don't think they're there yet.
Yeah, I wish London would show up a little bit. Fancy reasons, but that's okay.
Marietta showed up though.
Doesn't always have to be about me.
He did.
Not
just
always,
kidding. Danny. It does.
Give me the Bengals and give me all the Joe Mixon that they can handle.
Yes.
Preferably
like,
1 yard.
Is that a bloodline shirt? Is that a Roman Reigns shirt?
No, bro.
Oh, I just saw blood. Okay,
that's a Project Rock shirt, my guy.
I got you. All I saw was blood. I was like, man, does that say bloodline?
All I heard was blowjob. I was like,
we don't support Roman Reigns on this show.
That's why Rob's sitting down. He's like,
oh. Lions heading to Dallas, or I guess Arlington. Lions head to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Dak sounds
is Dak
like
be back yet?
Sounds like Dak is
think
back.
He's back? Okay. Back attack.
I will say this much: if he looks anything like he did in Week 1, I wouldn't count the Lions out.
Wouldn't that be something?
In the Lions.
Wouldn't that be something? That's just Dak now, and we've had to go like 7 weeks without noticing. Like that's actually the way he plays.
That's just Dak. Yeah.
Give me the Lions this week.
Oh, is that your upset of the week? Upset.
Lock it in, baby.
I hate to say it, but I think Dallas will probably win, but I'm going to be rooting like hell for the Lions. And I will tell you what, Cowboys fans, if you lose to Jared Goff, stand by. I am coming in full force.
Speaking of those New York Football Giants, what?
I was going to say, should we, because we talked about like picking an upset or things, should it be mandatory that we pick an upset win this week?
If you want to, sure. I mean, I don't think the Lions beating the Cowboys is an upset.
Are you picking the Lions then?
Fuck yeah, I am. Give me MCDC.
All right.
They got blown out last week. Like the brakes beat off them 29-0. Give me the fucking Lions. New York Football Giants heading down to Rick's backyard to play the Jaguars.
Ooh. Rick?
I think this is a trap game for the Giants.
I really agree with you 100%.
I'm going Jacksonville Jaguars this week.
This is I was going to say I think give me this one as my upset pick. Give me the Jags.
Okay. I think I got my upset pick. I'm gonna go with the numbers. I'm just gonna go with New York.
I'm riding with the Giants on this one too.
Yeah.
I do think it's a potential trap game with Jacksonville, but I like the Giants here. Dable's got those dudes playing some good football. Saquon's running like fucking Saquon.
Yeah.
Jaguars don't seem that they've got their shit in an order right now, so I'm going Giants. The Packers head up to Washington to play the Washington football team Commanders, Redskins, whatever the fuck their name is.
The Cheeseheads this week.
On paper, this should be like an easily run away with the Packers, but I'm not so sure that I believe that. after we just watched them lose to both the Giants, who I mean, obviously, we just got done talking about, like, they're one of the surprising teams
Right.
with their record right now, and the Jets have also been surprising. But, and I don't know, it's tough too, because I'm not really entirely sure how a bad team is going to look with, now having to bring Taylor Heineke in.
Former St. Louis Battlehawk.
I just think
That's
Green
true.
Bay's a better
The
team
Battlehawk
than the
backup.
Commanders.
What'd you say, Rob?
I just think the Green Bay is going to bounce back against the Commanders. If you're going against, well, it's not even Carson Wentz, is it? Who is it now?
Taylor
Heineke.
Heineke.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, give me the Packers. You
Yeah,
know
Packers,
who you
Packers,
are.
sure.
That is not me calling your team good, Summer.
Hey, Summer. Fuck the Packers.
Something me and Blake can agree on.
Yeah. The Colts head down to Tennessee to play the Titans. Is Jonathan Taylor playing in this football game? Do we know?
Yes.
He is playing.
Yes, I think he is.
That's tough.
Man,
I still go. I go Titans.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
Man, because they play each other so good, and I think the Colts been so bad. I kind of like the Colts here. I mean, I think they bounce back, and I think Tennessee just has like a bad game.
Love you,
yeah,
Gene.
I
would love that I'm wrong, but I just think, man, like it's hard to go 2-0 on the Colts every year.
Both teams are built very similarly too.
Yeah, run first.
Right. I mean, they have
running backs.
similar personnel as well.
I'm taking the Colts on this one just because of I feel like their special teams is better.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Colts.
I'm riding with Tennessee. Give me the Titans.
Yep. I'm rooting for
I hope
Tennessee.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Am I the only one calling
are.
Tennessee to win this game?
You are.
Wow.
Ooh. All right, Rick.
Interesting.
Clip this shit on Sunday when I'm right. And post it on social media.
When you're wrong, you have to do a fucking shitty Cheryl.
The fuck I do. No. Fuck you. Texans head out to Vegas to play the Raiders. Did you see the note? Did you see the note real quick about Robert Kraft asking Jack Easterby to clone Bill Belichick?
I don't know, but speaking of Jack Easterby, I will say that is fantastic news for Texans fans. Jack Easterby getting fired as basically the second man in charge of the I forget what his title was, like executive vice president of football operations or some shit like that. Jack Easterby was the singular biggest cancer in that organization. Period. The end. He was terrible. No.
I was just gonna bring that up too.
Was he like the pastor or something that like turned into
right?
He was the
chaplain. I know everybody wants to harp on Bill
Yeah.
O'Brien. Jack Easterby was the chaplain for the New England Patriots. He ends up over in Houston, climbs his way up to being basically the second guy in charge of the organization. Everybody likes to shit on Bill O'Brien, but let me ask you this. Who gave him that power?
This is just like Rasputin.
That's true.
When,
That's true.
Oh, you're not wrong.
The Russian
there.
czars fell.
And when Bill O'Brien got a little bit power hungry and shit like that, being the GM and head coach for a while, and he started sucking, but wanted to like hold on to his power and threaten, once he like threatened Jack Easterby, Bill O'Brien was out the door. And next thing you know, I forget that coach David Culley, they got a yes man to coach them for a year. That was a whole thing with Jack Easterby, is he was basically just stroking Cal McNair's ego to kind of keep his position in power. So as I'm very happy for Texans fans that Jack Easterby is finally the hell out the door. I feel like that was the last domino to fall from the Bill O'Brien era.
I have no idea, Austin. I can't help you there. I can answer a lot of questions. That's not one.
You know your history. It's a good reference.
I'm going Raiders here.
Yeah, I like
He's
both
got
of us.
too many weapons.
I think so.
Yeah, give me the Raiders.
Yeah, they almost beat the Chiefs. I mean, it was a really fucking close game. Should be too bad with the
Jets
Texans.
heading out to Mile High Stadium to play the Let's Cook, but we're not in a fucking kitchen Broncos.
Jets, Jets.
That's microwave. Yeah.
No, it's not even a microwave. They are like, we left the shit out at night and we're hoping that it's warm for the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, let
Listen.
Russ fucking easy bake.
Yeah, the Broncos been so bad, man. I think, is it in Mile High?
I love it.
It's in
Yeah.
Denver, yeah.
Give me the Broncos this week.
Ooh!
That's spicy.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Russ has been so bad all season. It's like, dude, he's got to fucking right.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotta
we've
have
been
a
saying
good
that for like
game, man.
6 weeks, though.
We've
Well,
been saying
I'm
that
hoping
since
this
the
is
game.
week.
If we say it for 17 weeks in a row, it'll happen,
Yeah.
right?
It's like, he's gonna have one
of
good
these
game.
weeks.
Like, see, I told you you'd
All right.
finally do it.
What
Give me the
happens
Broncos.
more? Do we have more Sauce Gardner interceptions or Melvin Gordon fumbles?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think we have Sauce intercept. I don't know. They don't
I
throw
don't
that
think-
way though.
I don't think Melvin Gordon's even gonna start.
He's the starter. No.
He is the
Hackett.
starter.
Hackett said he's the starter.
Doesn't
Even
mean he'll
after-
be the featured
After
back.
the
Because-
last game,
Yeah, because I think Ian Rappaport or Scheffner, one of the guys, like retweeted and was like, "Oh, didn't expect this to happen." And yeah, Gordon's the
saw that.
starter.
That doesn't mean that he's going to be the featured back, though. Like, he may start the game. He may have, like, the first drive or first,
Right.
like, 2 plays.
Thanks, Gordon.
Actually, give me Sauce with more interceptions.
Ooh.
Hey, who was the guy from that rookie D-back on Denver who had 4?
Patrick
passing
Surtain.
Patrick
interference?
Surtain.
Dude,
Oh,
that was rough.
yeah. Pass interference, I don't know. But that kid, Patrick Surtain, on the Broncos, he's for real.
Stud.
Yeah.
He is a stud. He is a shutdown corner.
Okay.
From the University of Alabama. Roll motherfucking Tide.
Yeah, no one cares.
I care. Chiefs head out to the Bay in a potential Super Bowl matchup. Chiefs Niners.
Give me the Chiefs because I don't know that Christian McCaffrey's going to be all that involved anyway. So
Yeah, give me the Chiefs.
I go Chiefs. CMC's only going to have red zone packages, so if you do have CMC for fantasy, I would still play him this weekend.
Yeah.
yeah, because I don't know that you have. I mean, unless you just went stupid running back heavy, I don't know that you have a ton of options.
I'll go Niners on this one.
Spicy.
It really isn't though. The
Dan's
Chiefs
gonna talk
are
all
good.
kinds of shit when the Niners win this game.
I don't want to, dude. I hate the fucking Niners, dude. I'm just gonna if I win, I'm not gonna say anything and be like, well, let's not talk about it. But I think the Chiefs are good, but they're not great. Like they, the last 3-4 years, Chiefs are have been Super Bowl contender every single fucking year, and I think they're definitely a playoff team this year. But I don't even think they're going to be an NFC or it'd be AFC championship team this year, or
Ooh.
not an championship team, but they're not going to make it to the AFC championship. Is what I'm going to say.
Wow.
That's a hot
Spicy
take.
That's a hot take.
Someone
I
share
did-
this video with a
it's
Chiefs fan and trigger him.
It's a lukewarm take, really.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, there you go.
So it was Niner
I'll tell you
or
what,
Chiefs,
Chiefs.
And Niners, yeah. Oh,
I'll tell you what, I did like that Chiefs
Oh,
Bills
they're on
game. I
yours?
thought that was a little electric. I can do that. I can see that
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it was fun unless you
Lakers
have fucking
were
Josh Allen and fucking Mahomes on the same roster and you still fucking lose. So who do you see beating them? Austin asks. I assume
who
the
did-
Chiefs for Danny.
Well, I mean, just in terms of getting to the AFC champion, stop them from getting to the AFC championship.
Yeah, the AFC, yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say just because of where exactly things are lining up right now. I mean, obviously, I think Bills are better than them.
Yeah.
Try to think
Well,
of
They're going to get a wild card team no matter what, right?
Yeah.
I would assume, I assume that they're going to win their division. Chargers are right in there. I don't necessarily see them beating them, but I see that being a really close game. Remember, the Chiefs lost to the Colts, And they almost lost to the Raiders.
That's true.
That's true.
You see,
the
see where I'm
Raiders
going with all that?
The Raiders always played the Chiefs tough, like
Right,
when they're
divisional
absolute
game.
dog shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Right, divisional game. But I'm just saying, there's just a lot of these games that are just not looking. Like I said, they look good, but they're not great. They're a playoff team. They're probably going to win their division. I just don't see them dominating like they have, the last 4 years.
I definitely think that Colts game was a trap game for them. I think they've been hot ever since, man. I think the Chiefs are going to roll. I do see the Bills and the Chiefs when it's all said and done. I mean, those are two of the best teams.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I mean,
Right.
Chiefs lost last week. You got to think they're coming off a loss, so I think they bounce back this week in the Bay.
Yeah.
But I could see Baltimore beating them. I wouldn't be surprised there.
That'd be
I
tough.
don't think their
It'd be
defense
tough.
is as great anymore.
Baltimore?
I'm just saying I could see them beating
Yeah.
them. I'm not saying that it's hands down. I'm just saying if we had a comparison game right now with those two, then I wouldn't be surprised if they beat them.
So
okay,
we'll get through the next three, and then I got a question for you guys. So Seahawks head out to Los Angeles to play the Chargers. Speaking of them Chargers,
yeah,
who's going to be first? Who's going to be first to say it? Someone say it. I will. Give me Seattle.
Seahawks.
Okay, yeah. See, I have a hard time picking these games because I always feel like, Seattle's always I always think Seattle's better than they actually are. And then I try and counter that by saying, okay, trying to be extra realistic, and then I downplay them. So I am calling Seattle, but don't go that as someone who studies the game, just someone who's just a big fan.
Danny's been looking at the numbers all week long, guys. If you are watching this video, you can go ahead and bet your fucking house on the fact that the Seattle Seahawks win this weekend in the Chargers Stadium.
Give me the Chargers.
Get out of here, Rob.
Give me the Chargers.
Shut up, Meg.
I think the Chargers are the better team, but they're hurt.
They are hurt. They are hurt.
Which makes them a
Seattle's
worse
been
team.
so good.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers actually – it's going to be a close game. I really think it's going to be a close game because Seattle is – I thought they were going to be bad before the season starts, but, man, they're surprising. Geno Smith has been really, really good.
And their defense is starting to roll again. Or not again, but just in general.
And I'm going to go ahead and say this because we talked about it last Friday, and I looked stupid on Sunday because I said it. Go ahead, guys, play Mostert. Do not start Kenneth Walker III. Of the two options, play Mostert.
I disagree.
What?
I'm being. It's called satire, boys.
Oh,
Because I said it last week and fucking. Kenneth
and
Walker
I said Walker. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I said Walker as well.
What are we talking about, dude? Don't play Walker.
Jeez, thanks for coming to my
right,
TED Talk. Steelers and Dolphins down in Miami. The return of Tua.
Give me the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Man, this is a midget hugger fest.
What? Midget hooker fest.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins.
This is
Lamar,
my upset
money
call
team.
the
I hope he
Steelers.
whooped his ass. Steelers?
I'm calling the Steelers.
Not Tua's first game
Well,
back, baby.
it depends.
Nope. I'm going
Is
Steelers.
Kenny Pickett playing?
He cleared concussion protocol.
He did.
If Kenny Pickett plays, I give them a chance.
If Kenny Pickett picks pepperoni pickles off the pizza pie, I don't know where I was going with that.
Go on, keep going. Yeah, keep going.
That I ran out of fucking P words, brah.
If it's Mitchy
I can think of
Biscuits,
one, yeah.
no chance. It's the
All right.
Dolphins. But I think if Kenny Pickett plays, he's obviously a lot more willing to throw it down the field. I give them the chance to win the game if Pickett's under center.
All right, and we're getting ready to lose Rob. So last one of the night, Bears travel out to New England to play the Patriots on Monday Night Football.
Patriots.
Sorry,
Hey,
Give me the
buddy.
Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots.
I'm fine with it. I hope the Bears don't win a fucking football game. Lose every fucking game. Give me Will Anderson. Fuck with it.
Yeah.
I say that now, but I'll be cussing them out in a fucking group chat on Monday night, I guarantee
Yeah.
you. You bouncing out, Rob?
I am. So you boys
Where do you
have
work, Rob?
I work at U.S. Steel.
Oh, okay. So you're like in a break room or something.
Yep, I am in a
Okay.
break room.
We appreciate you for jumping on tonight, Rob.
Love you,
No
buddy.
problem. It was good talking to you guys. You guys have a good rest of your show.
Yes, sir. We're getting ready.
Likewise, buddy.
So,
You had
I
a
guess we're
question.
kind of just, yeah. Okay, so my question is, you made the comment, Danny. You said the Ravens would beat the Chiefs. You think?
I think
Potential.
it would.
Potential.
I think it would be a very. I think it's a close game. It's not just Chiefs.
So my question for you and Rick, I guess you can jump in on this too. We got a couple minutes here. Which of the two New York teams is better, the Jets or the Giants?
I think right now, I gotta just go with the
That's
record.
tough.
I was watching I watched the condensed games. Not all of them. I try to watch them all, but I watch a lot of them. And I really wanted to watch the Jets game because I remember 2 weeks ago saying that Zach Wilson looked like ass, and both of you kind of looked at me a little weird, like, I don't know about that. And so I went and watched it again because I was just I had a hard time believing that the Jets were, making something. And so watching that game, man, I'll tell you what, dude, the run game looked awesome. Zach Wilson didn't honestly look good. He didn't have 30-something points. He didn't have a touchdown. But dude, that defense, every hit that they threw, a lot of times the guys just pop back up and run away, but every tackle was like, oh my God, dude, that just looks terrible. It looked their defense just looked so fucking solid. And it could have just been, like I said, it's the first I think it's probably the second or third condensed game of theirs I've watched.
Sure.
But man, just with the defense and run game alone, I want to give it to the Jets. But maybe you'd have to say that just because the record shows that the Giants are better, that they're maybe more well-rounded. But I don't know. I hope they play each other sometime. Do they play each other sometime in the year?
No, I don't believe so.
That would be
this
cool.
year.
Yeah,
I think I lean more on the Jets. I think that they have an overall more complete team than the Giants. I think quarterback, you're really splitting hairs because I'm honestly not really sold on Zach Wilson or Daniel Jones.
No.
Running back, I guess you could give this the edge to Saquon right now, but I don't think that Breece Hall is that far off.
Would you take Daniel Jones or Zach Wilson as a better quarterback? I think Daniel Jones is a better quarterback.
By a hair.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's a hair, man. I really don't think Zach Wilson's a good quarterback. I don't even
feel
think
the
he's
same way about Daniel Jones.
I feel like Daniel Jones
I don't disagree with you.
I can see Daniel Jones being like a guy we talked about, the Garoppolo, just being a guy that's not even a placeholder. I see Zach Wilson being. I don't even see him being a placeholder. I see him being after maybe next year,
just a guy,
just a backup somewhere. Where I see Daniel Jones, if he doesn't stay with the Giants, being a placeholder who goes around like Fitzmagic and all that.
I'll give you that. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. I think he has a career archetype like a discount Jimmy Garoppolo. I'll agree with that. A more mobile one, obviously, but
yeah.
If you guys are watching this, let us know what you think. Do you think the Jets or the Giants of the two? Let's see here. Austin says it comes down to which team wins the offensive versus defensive battle. Jones is probably the better quarterback, but his deficit against the Jets D is larger than Wilson versus the Giants D in his opinion. I agree with you on that one. I think that Jets D is tough.
Yeah. Like I said, I think the Jets have a more complete overall roster, offense and defense.
It's almost like it doesn't quite matter who you plug into that QB as long as they're startable, as long as they can pass the league standard or whatever. But what about there's no chance he's going to come back as long as they keep winning. But what about Flacco over Zach Wilson?
Honestly, I'd love that.
Yeah, I like Flacco. I don't think he's great, but I think he's better than Zach Wilson.
At this point,
I don't know.
I don't disagree. I think that he's more competent than Zach Wilson at this point. Zach Wilson's obviously more athletic, but
I don't know. I'm excited, guys. We got a full fucking weekend of football. Guys, if you're a gambler, make sure you guys check out the Chicago Mike Discord. Hit him up on Twitter, mboyan77. We dropped all of our fucking picks and our locks and our upsets in this video. Be a friend, tell a friend. We'll be back on Tuesday. You guys ready?
Yep. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Tristan. Thank you, Shannon. Love you guys.
Appreciate y'all. Rick, that shit was disgusting. Go pee out of your butthole. We'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Later, guys.